Hello everyone, this is Sid at Riff Web Design. I'm going to go ahead and go over Coldbug, getting your first project started. Starting out here on the website, getcoldbug.com. We're going to click Run Now, which will save a jnlp.cfm file. So we're going to save that. For the purposes of this video, I have already moved this file into a separate directory. So right here underneath of my project I have a Coldbug folder where I drop that JNLP file from, and we're going to go ahead and launch it using the Java Web Start. The security certificate opens up, it's valid. We're going to click Run, and on supported operating systems it's going to automatically launch it into the browser. I have my login information. If you're not set up yet, then you're going to want to register, sign in, and I have no projects right now. So I'm going to click on this button, Add Project, give it a name, and the address, I'm using Coldbug, but I've set up this address in my host file. This will be whatever you're running on. It could even be localhost or an IP address. The port number, we're going to put in 8000, which we're running Lucee Express. I'll explain this in just a few minutes. Our directory mapping, for the directory mapping, in most cases you're probably going to use a local for both of them. If you are debugging on a remote instance, you have to use the remote project directory. For this case, I already have my project set up right here, so I'm copying this and I'm going to paste it in both of them. I don't have any mappings. If you have mappings inside of your Lucee admin, you're going to want to add those here so that way Coldbug knows where all of your project root folders are, so it can so it can step through and pick up those files. Get rid of that, add it. So I'm going to go ahead and open this project up, and then I can expand the tree and see that my project loaded in here successfully. So now we got to launch our server. So I already have this set up, and again, this is Lucee Express. Whenever you extract the files, this is what you're going to get. Or actually, when you extract the files, this is what you're going to get, and you're probably used to using these startup buttons. Inside of the bin, we have this Catalina.bat. I'm running Windows for this tutorial, so that's what we're going to be focusing on. Inside of our command line, we're going to want to target that file and pass in some parameters here. Launch it with that. Give it a second to boot up. Now we're going to want to scroll to the top of the page, and we'll see that it set up our debug port address as 8000, which is what we wanted because we added that to our project. Alright, now we're going to come up here, we're going to click on a file inside of our project tree, and we're going to click on a line that we want to break at. So this spot right here, for our purposes, is where we want to set a breakpoint. We'll click the red button. That sets up a breakpoint, and here's our breakpoint window right down here that shows all of our breakpoints. Now we're going to click on the play icon, which is connect. Down here, Our event window shows we are connected to the server, and our icons have changed for the step debugging. Now we come over to our web page, and we're going to refresh the page here. Now if you notice, the title of this tab up here is saying break, and that's letting us know that this is held up because we hit a breakpoint. We click back into it, and it's a orangish color, which is showing us that this is where the breakpoint was hit at. Now we have our variables window over here on the right hand side. So I can see that there's a couple of variables here, so let's go try to find them. So I can see all of my variables, and then if I click on this, it's going to output the variables and we can click down into the different levels. Now for bigger scopes, where it would take up more room, this expand button, which is what I just did, allows it to come up here where you can move the window around, make it a little bit bigger, and scroll down through the data. We also have this watch where we can watch a variable. So the same thing as up in the variables window. We're just specifying what we want to watch. We could also, we'll go ahead and delete that. Now I will show you something real quick. We're gonna delete that. Go ahead and play our program. We're gonna set a breakpoint at a different location. So let's set it right here for the title. Rerun it. Our breakpoint is hit. So we're going to set a variable using this watch window. So we're going to do template.body equals hello Sid. We hit enter, which sets the variable. Then we can go ahead and delete that back off of there. Now we're going to do one step. So as we can see, I changed the variable using the watch window. We're going to go ahead and play it, and our output should be hello Sid. Real quick, I'm going to go through each one of these buttons, which I didn't really cover very well. So let's go ahead and get back on our breakpoint again. This is step into, this is step over, this is step out of, and this is play. We'll go ahead and stop the server for now, and we get another event in our log. And this is setting up Coldbug for your first project. I hope it helps everybody. Thanks.